One final battle awaits for these two teams at the FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA Qualifiers 2026 as Bangladesh and Maldives step onto the court for the men's third place playoff. Bangladesh entered the contest with one victory from their three matches in the tournament, that lone win coming against this very Maldives side, while the Maldivians, despite three defeats in three outings, continue to show heart, resilience and determination every time they take the floor. With both teams eager to close out their campaign on a positive note, expect an intense contest where pride, passion and one final statement are all on the line.
Very good afternoon to everyone joining us here on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare, and today we have a number of matches lined up. But first off, to start off the final day of the FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers, we have the third place playoff between Bangladesh and Maldives. Just a couple of days ago, these two teams did meet up, and Bangladesh did come out as the victors. At the moment, you can see both teams are practicing and warming up, but Bangladesh did have the upper hand 2 days ago, winning 88 points to 48, and their captain Karim was the standout player for them. And definitely going to be an exciting day, as Maldives will want to get some sort of revenge back and bring forth some sort of pride and dignity to their country, as they've not managed to gain a victory here right throughout their tour here in Sri Lanka. And Bangladesh finally managed to get a victory, and they'll want to make sure that they end their tournament on a high with a third place finish. And later on today we do have an exciting couple of finals. The women's final will be between Sri Lanka and India, and even the men's final will be between Sri Lanka and India. So quite a lot of basketball coming up within the next couple of hours, and we do encourage all our viewers to stay tuned. At the moment, Bangladesh are the team to watch out for. They are high and riding after that victory, and they'll want to ensure that they maintain that momentum and go ahead and bring the victory today as well. These are the results of day 3. That was just 2 days ago. Like I mentioned, Bangladesh managing to bring the last game in the group stage a victory for them, 88 to 48 points. And the India women have been having a dominating run right throughout the past couple of days, and they managed to win against Maldives 110 to 24 points. And finally, the most anticipated game of the tournament in the group stage, it was Sri Lanka and India, and India managed to pip out Sri Lanka, winning 77 to 72 points. And that was an exciting match and a dress rehearsal for today's final here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. It's all to play for here in the FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers, and all of these young lads and young women will be putting out their heart and soul into these matches. And these are the fixtures for today. In just a couple of minutes we'll have the Bangladesh-Maldives match coming up, and then the India women and Sri Lanka women will be playing at 4:30 p.m. local time. And then the final match for the day and the tournament, India and Sri Lanka, the men's final, will be at 7 p.m. local time. So don't go anywhere, to stay tuned on the Papare to watch all these 3 matches and exciting matches as well. Just a couple of more minutes for Bangladesh and Maldives to take the court and play for their countries. And last couple of encouraging words from the coaches and the staff as well for these players. Just a reminder, this is the Under-18 Asia Cup SABA qualifier, so these boys from their countries still have a lot to learn and a lot to come out for. And at the moment, they are doing extremely well to participate in this tournament, and Maldives will want to make sure that they end that tournament on a high, fortunately not being able to gain a victory so far, and they'll want to ensure that they beat the high-riding Bangladeshis who just managed to beat them out 2 days ago. And I welcome to the Combox Melanta. It's definitely going to be an interesting day of basketball. 2 finals lined up and a third and fourth playoff as well, just a couple of minutes away. And before that, we'll move on to the player introductions, and we'll be back for the match.
All right, we are about to start the team introductions of this third place playoff between Team Bangladesh and Team Maldives. Starting with Team Maldives. In number 4, Mohammad Nasheed Akif. In number 5, Ahmed Nasheed Zakwan. In number 6, Zilal Ismail. In number 7, Shiham Ian Yusuf. In number 8, Jamil Layan Ahmad. In number 9, Abdul Alim Rafael. In number 10, Mohammad Sifan Yusuf. In number 11, their captain, Maruf Aik Ahmad. Number 12, Aman Mohammad Laik. Number 13, Hassan Aydin Yunus. In number 14, Nasheed Ayala Abdullah. And in number 15, Mohammad Arish Luke. And their coach, Zabir Ahmad. Moving on to Team Bangladesh, their opponents. In number 1, Sun Morong. In number 6, Sri Rupam Chandra Mohant. In number 7, Rihan Sheikh. In number 8, Tanim Tosif Khan. In number 9, Ahmed Faisal Akash. In number 10, Adam Ali. In number 14, Antik Saha. Wearing number 15, Amit Kumar Biswas. In number 16, Mahdi Mutasim. In number 23, Redwan Ahmed Toulon. In number 30, Mohammad Afridi. And in number 34, their captain, Kareem. Their coach, William Fraser McMahon. Ladies and gentlemen, now please stand up for the national anthems of Team Maldives, proceeding with Team Bangladesh.
as the national anthems have been sung for Bangladesh and Maldives for the last time in this tournament, and all formalities have been completed. They are just moments away from the start of this third and fourth playoff for the FIBA Asia Cup SABA qualifiers. And once again, Melangta, I will welcome you to the Combox. What's your thoughts on today's match and for the finals as well later on?
Thank you very much. Very glad to be here. And like you mentioned, this is the last time that they will be playing in this tournament. The last outing that they had, Bangladesh got the better of Maldives, and quite significantly, might I add, with a 40-point victory. Maldives will be coming here today hoping to change their fortunes and go out on a high as we come to an end of this tournament. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring to the court today, Randeep.
Definitely, and Maldives, like you mentioned, Vedanta, and like I mentioned time and time again, they'll want to end this tournament on a high. They'll want to make sure they go home with some sort of jubilation, and they'll have to play their skins out to beat this tough Bangladeshi outfit. Apologies. And 40 points was a tough ask 2 days ago. And just the warm-ups going on. Can see the tension here. You can feel that Maldives are a little bit more nervous, I would say. Saw the faces on earlier in the screen, but it's natural, isn't it, Milangta? When you go out for a game, you have to have that nerves a little bit. If not, you're not human.
Yeah, certainly, especially when there's a lot on the line. You know, third place of this tournament is something that they would want to add to their resume. And going out, once again, like I said, going out on a high is very important, especially when you have come to a foreign country for a tournament. You'd like to leave on a positive note. If you take a look at the team cards for the Maldives, number 5 is Nasheed, number 6 Zilal, number 7 Shiham, number 10 Sifan, and number 13 Hassan. And on the bench we have number 4 Naseed, number 8 Jamil, number 9 Alim, number 11 Maroof, number 12 Aman, number 14 Nasheed, and number 15 Arish, and coached by Zabir Ahmed. Taking a look across the court at the Bangladeshi team. Number 7 we have Rihan, number 8 we have Tosif Khan, number 9 we have Faisal Akash, number 10 we have Adom Ali, number 34 we have Tausif Karim, and on the bench we have number 1 Rong, number 6 Mohod, number 14 Saha, number 15 Biswas, number 16 Mahdi, number 23 Toulon, and number 30 Afridi.
These are the referees for today's encounter: Kian Hutuan, Sonal Walmik, and David Raju. So 2 Indians in the referee and a Malaysian as well. And they've been doing an amazing job right throughout the tournament. And we have to give kudos to them as well for making sure that it's a smooth match. And they'll have a lot to do today as well, as we have 2 finals as well. Just a minute away from this all-important encounter for these 2 countries. And you could hear the roar of the Bangladeshis and Maldivians as well. The starting 5 is being announced at the moment. We did see the graphic earlier on as well, the starting 5 for both these countries. And these 5 will want to have a strong start and start the game strong and get a couple of points and get ahead in the first quarter, so that they can carry that momentum on for the next couple of quarters as well. But most importantly, like you've seen in the past couple of games, that third quarter is what's important. If you do get ahead in that third quarter, you will make sure that you might get a victory, unless you do mess up in the fourth quarter. And just a couple of seconds away from tip-off. The ball goes to the Maldives.
They'd like to get on the board early here and put some pressure on the Bangladeshis. They would not want the score to get away from them. And as I speak, Bangladesh forcing a turnover and trying to score on the break. Nice move there with a Euro step and straight to the basket. The Bangladeshi number 8 not wasting any time getting their side on the board. And they would look to capitalize on these mistakes that the Maldivians make. Once again stolen. And a bit of a harsh foul stopping the break there. It'll be interesting to see what the referees call here. Yeah, as it should be. I don't think there was any malice to stop the break there. He was just going for the ball. And a reach-in foul rightfully called. Bangladesh working it around now, looking for options to score. Down the left wing, into the corner, shot taken. Rebounded once again by Bangladesh, strong in the paint. But the referee calls a travel. And the Maldives have been awarded the ball.
So, just early on, a bit of a travelling violation there by Bangladesh. The Maldives, like you mentioned, will want to get some points on the board. They do not want Bangladesh to get ahead. We did see that in the previous game. Maldives did have the initial lead, and 2 points on for Maldives, and that's Kyle Mohammed. Managed to get around 3 players, and almost a no-look basket there.
Nice work there, taking the screen, working into the corner of the pivot. The Maldives in transition. Moving it around, finding the open man. Nice step in, nice move, and a foul called. They've come in with quite some swagger, and that's the type of attitude they need if they are to put pressure on this Bangladeshi outfit.
We did see Maldives early on. 2 days ago, they had the lead. They had a couple of points ahead, but after that, they gave Bangladesh an easy lead, and they managed to run away with it. So Maldives now will want to maintain this couple of points and go ahead, ending the first quarter ahead, and 2 baskets in, and that's the way Maldives will have to operate. They'll have to be clean, they'll have to be accurate.
Yes, certainly they have to make the most of the chances they get from the free throw line. They can't let those chances go begging. Stolen by the Maldives, and in transition, an easy layup. The Maldivians putting some pressure early on, and that's the type of attitude they need to have if they are to attack this Bangladeshi squad.
So Yusuf Shiam stealing the ball and then making sure that he slots in those 2 points as well. Once again, Maldives finds themselves in the Bangladesh side, and once again Yusuf Shiam back-to-back 2-pointers. Velanka, he's putting on a show here in the first quarter.
Yes, certainly feeling good with his touch there, making the most of the opportunities that he's getting, and more so creating good chances. Just rims off the back iron, and Maldives once again in transition.
Well, interestingly enough, Bangladesh have been going for that 3-point shot time and time again, and they've missed out on it every single time. So they'll have to just get a couple of points on the board and not let Maldives run away, because every time the 3-point has not worked, Maldives has turned over the ball and gotten 2 points every time.
Yes, exactly. They've been very quick in transition and being able to find that open man and using the right options, I must add. Swishes it in, and timeout called by the Bangladeshi coach. Maldives really turning it on and putting pressure on the Bangladeshis. I think the Bangladeshis are a surprise, I might add.
There's a Mohammad Zilal just feeling himself and slotting the 3-pointer pretty easily as well. A jump shot, and gets the 3 points for himself. And Bangladesh, rightfully so, calls a timeout to stop the momentum, as we're just almost 3 minutes into this quarter, and Maldives have built a 9-point lead. And if they continue at this rate, it will be a completely different game that was played out 2 days ago. And third place will surely be with the Maldives if they continue like this.
Yes, certainly, and that's what you love to see. Come off a defeat of 40 points against the same team. To see the way they have come out today and put on a show in this first quarter early on and really put the pressure on Bangladesh. That's the type of attitude you like to see in sport.
Well, after that timeout, going to resume play now. And yes, sport can do marvelous things, and even though you're down 2 days back, Maldives have come back out strong, and they're going to make a statement if they win this third place encounter. Now a ball with Tosif. Moving the ball around. Sheikh Rihan not being able to find a pass.
And some really good defense by the Maldives, just not letting the Bangladeshis get inside. Tough shot put up ultimately, but unable to get it to go through, and the Maldives will look to extend their lead here. Unfortunate turnover, good shot fake and a foul call, and he will go to the line for two.
Yes, Faisal Ahmed drawing in that foul with that fake shot, and 2 free throws now for Bangladesh. They'll be able to cut the deficit a little bit. 2 points. If they manage to get here, 7 points will be the difference. Faisal Ahmed does his duties by slotting in the first basket. And both the free throws in, so Bangladesh move up to 4 points and 7 points behind Maldives now. Now Maldives will not have to make a mistake, because if they do, they'll let the Bangladeshis back in. And another travelling violation from Maldives, so Bangladesh will get the ball. And these are the types of instances where Bangladesh will be able to get back into the game, Melantha.
Yes, certainly. And in a game like basketball, things can change very fast. And I think if they are to continue and extend this lead, they can't let mistakes like this continue. Turned over, loose pass on that occasion by the Bangladeshi forward. And now a high court press, putting the pressure on Maldives, not letting them bring the ball up easily. And the Bangladesh is forcing a foul. So a passage of play here that really hasn't been either teams. They've both struggled to find their rhythm coming out of their timeout. Bangladesh. And a shot clock violation called on the Bangladeshis. Unable to get the ball off in time.
It's a good bit of work by Faisal Ahmed to get that ball in and keep it in play, but unfortunately not enough time to get that shot off. Bit of high court press there by Bangladesh, but still Maldives managing to find a way. But the pass has been intercepted.
And it's interesting to see a team play the high court press so early on in the game, especially the mid-first quarter. You usually don't see something like this, but I think they have identified that that's how they can put pressure on this Maldivian team and not let them just bring the ball up the court easily.
Just like you pointed out, yesterday we did see India against Sri Lanka roughly in that third quarter using the high court press quite a lot, and that's where Sri Lanka lost out the match, and they gave away that lead and conceded a 7-point lead as well. So interestingly enough, Bangladesh doing it in the first quarter. Hopefully it pays out for them. They do not run out on stamina as well. Another 3-point attempt by Bangladesh, still not working out in their favour.
And Maldives on the break again, pulls up and gets it to go. He's had a great first quarter, been the star for the Maldivian team.
Yes, Yusuf Shiham now 6 points in a couple of minutes, and he's definitely feeling himself. Now Sheikh Rahim trying to find an opening, gets the shot off.
and he's fouled in the act of shooting, and he will go to the line. Looking at how things are going and how intense the Maldivian defense is, I think the Bangladeshis should try to attack and draw those fouls and get to the line. At this point, that is the best option that they have, given that they aren't getting any easy looks. Misses the first one, and he looked to cash in on the second.
Sheikh Rian will want to show that he gets at least 1 point out of these 2 free throws. And he does that. So 3 points have been conceded from free throws. Maldives will want to make sure that they do not commit any more fouls. A long pass into that outside the 3-pointer. A lovely pass in to Kyle Mohammed, but unfortunately not a successful shot. Now ball back with the Bangladeshis. And Tanim, who had the second highest point scored after his captain, 14 points in the previous game, will want to make sure he cashes in today as well. And another foul committed by Maldives.
Yes, that has been the outcome that the Bangladeshis are looking for. And once again to the line, given that they are in the bonus at the moment. Just exceeding the allotted team fouls. And from this point on, any foul that is committed will send the Bangladeshis to the line. So certainly an advantage that they can make the most of in these final 4 minutes.
Wrong Sun will want to make sure he gets this in. And 2 points missed there for Bangladesh. And Maldives currently have an 8-point lead and now on the ball. Apologies, Yusuf Shiam. Now Mohammad Zilal driving in. Fortunately, the layup not going in. Still ball back with Maldives.
And a long 3, and he gets it to go. Deep range. You love to see that type of confidence.
Well, that was the second 3-pointer early on by Ahmad Jamil for Maldives, and Bangladesh respond in kind with another 2 points.
Good defense there. The double team coming right at the last moment, and Bangladesh able to turn the ball over. Bangladesh with a great pass into the post, just unable to get the finish. Still with them, and finally gets it to go. Bangladesh hanging in there, not letting the lead get too far away from them. And turned over once again. Just a travel occasion. Not able to get the ball in his grasp properly.
Well, I'm not sure whether the camera caught that, but the Bangladesh coach was extremely frustrated with that mistake. Cardinal error there by the Bangladesh player, that is Sheikh Rihan, who's been one of the lads to watch out in this game. Now all back with Maldives, and Abdullah Nasheed now, and Yusuf Shiam back to Abdullah Nasheed, looking for a pass.
He has too much of power on it. Maldives able to get the rebound, sends it again, but still retaining possession, and blocked there by the Bangladeshis, and on the break stealing it and turns over in possession, gets it to go from mid-range. We have looked at that option quite a few times and it has worked for them. You know what they say, if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
And now Tanim Thosif trying to drive in, and Maldives do very well in defense, and Bangladesh lose out on another scoring opportunity. 9 points behind. And Maldives have done extremely well, I would say, to keep Bangladesh at bay. 1 minute and 47 seconds to go on our clock. Mohammad Zilal looking for a couple of passing options and decides to go alone. Luckily enough, the ball falls kindly for his teammate. Another 3-point attempt but unsuccessful. And the ball is in favor of the Maldives. Bangladesh player getting the last touch on it. I think the Maldives are pretty hyped up compared to the Bangladeshi bench and the players as well. They have definitely come out with a lot of determination and drive.
Yes, certainly. And there's a lot of crowd support for the Maldivians as well. If you see behind the bench there. And I think that has really gotten them to a different level of motivation and enthusiasm. The energy that they're playing with, you can certainly see it on the court. And the results are evident if you look at the scoreboard. Turnover once again. And the Maldives look to go on the break. But just taking an extra step, losing his footing and a travel called. Based on what we've seen so far, I think the Bangladeshis have kept Maldives at bay when the defense is set. It's in transition that the Maldivians capitalize and get those baskets when the Bangladeshi defense is unable to set themselves.
And Adom Ali brings 2 points back in favor of Bangladesh. Now Maldives find themselves another scoring opportunity. Kyle Mohammed fortunately not successful, and now the man of the hour, Yusuf Shiham, once again another 2 points. Milangta is having a show out here in the first quarter.
Yes, certainly, they just haven't had an answer for him. And he's really shown his skills from the mid-range, driving to the basket. He's really been a problem for the Bangladeshis, and going in to the end of this first quarter and coming back out, they definitely have to find a solution for him. Or this could be, if this is a sign of things to come, they are certainly in for a long day.
The free throw accuracy by Bangladesh has been a bit questionable. First two went in, after that they've not converted the majority of it, but as I say, that one does go in. So Bangladesh move up to 12 points now. Yusuf Shia pass out the ball, but a risky pass there. Luckily enough, the ball falls for Yusuf Shiam again.
Just going for a bit of an oop on that occasion, but couldn't collect the ball cleanly. And that's the risk you run when you play the high court press and you double team. There is often a man that is unguarded, and the Maldives is just not able to capitalize on that occasion. But that's something that Bangladesh will have to be wary of as we run down in this first quarter. And the shot clock runs out as we come to the end of the first quarter. Maldives certainly coming out and putting on a show early on. 20 points to 12 as the score reads. And it's not that the Bangladeshis haven't had opportunities, it's just that they haven't been able to capitalize and get that final touch at the basket. And as you see the score confirmation on your screen, at the end of the first quarter, Bangladesh scoring 12 and the Maldives scoring 20 with a lead of 8. And we take a look at some of the highlights from this first half. Bangladesh getting on the scoreboard first, but then just having a bit of a cold spell. And yes, man of the hour, the Maldivian number 7, Yusuf Shiam, putting on a show here for the Maldivians. They really didn't have an answer for him in this first quarter. And like I mentioned, transition has been where they have capitalized and gotten those opportunities to score. As we see Shyam scoring once again, going to that mid-range, which the Bangladeshis will have to put a stop to if they are to come back in this game.
Yes, and with that, we'll go for a short commercial break and be back with the second quarter.
Nutri-Line Nutrition High, Kon the mung at a soya the rice. Telimu dekatuwa Nutri-Line, protein samagin rasarasakin. Nutri-Line, rasarasakin.
Nutri-Line power එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
And we're back again for the second quarter of this game. It's been Maldives who have dominated proceedings here for this third place playoff. Now Bangladesh will have to come out with a solution if they want to ensure that they keep Maldives at bay. If not, the Maldivians are going to run away with this game. And as the first quarter scoreline reads, it's 20-12 in favor of Maldives, and just commencing the second quarter. And once again, Bangladesh back-to-back missed scoring opportunities and a turnover for Maldives. And Mohammad Zilal going for that three-point opportunity. Great commitment by the Maldives. Unfortunately, the ball falls in favor of Sheikh Rihan. And lovely bit of defensive work there by Ahmed Jamil, but still it will be Bangladesh ball. They'll want to get 2 points and start off the quarter on a positive note. Just a bit of hold up in play.
Yes, I think they were just ensuring that the court wasn't slippery. And off the inbound, straight to the basket. A very well drawn up inbound play, resulting in 2 points for Bangladesh. Double team once again successful. And here on the break, easy layup. And Bangladesh coming out strong in this second quarter.
Wrong son. Easy layup for him. And another 2 points for Bangladesh. Now 4 points within distance. Another 3-point attempt. Fortunately an air ball, but very well done to bring the ball back into play.
Yes, almost with a great assist. And fine there with eyes at the back of his head almost. But the ball just trickling out of bounds, and Bangladesh will have possession once again.
We were just discussing off comms that Bangladesh did have a bit of a lackluster first quarter, and we were saying that they might come back in the second quarter, and so far they have proved us right. And another 2 points, that is Sheikh Rihan, who also performed well in the first quarter, is bringing Bangladesh closer and closer to that Maldives tally. Now just 2 points within range.
Yes, and the Bangladesh defensive unit has come out stronger, and they're really moving as a cohesive unit. Now looking to even the score here on this possession. Falls to the ground, manages to get the ball off for the lead, but the ball rims out, and Maldives on the break now. To the corner, just stepping out of bounds. And that was a cheap turnover and a timeout.
Well, Milanta, if Bangladesh managed to get half their 3-pointers in, I think the scoreline would have been a completely different situation, because I don't think they've even got one successful 3-pointer in. I'm not too sure, we'll have to fact check that, but if they got half of those in, I think the scoreline would be different. That's the last point by Toulon for Bangladesh, and Wrong Sun, an easy 2 points for him as well. A lovely bit of camera work by a Papare team. Capture every angle.
Yes, I think you are right. I don't think they were able to successfully make a 3-pointer, and it would have definitely turned things in their favor if they were to do so. But just coming into the second quarter, they really have turned things around. And the Maldivians will be discussing how to put an end to this run, as they haven't been able to score a basket in this second quarter.
It's a tactical timeout called, and just halting things a bit. That momentum that was with the Bangladesh, trying to bring it back towards the Maldives, and quite a lot of Maldivian supporters here. Can clearly see they are very passionate as well. They'll want their team to win today's match and get that third place finish. But now ball with Bangladesh. Lovely ball in, and an easy 2 points there for Ahmed Toulon.
Yes, and with that, Bangladesh tie the game, and now Maldives with a lot of pressure on them to try and make this basket here. 3 taken from the corner, rebounded by Bangladesh, showing a lot of strength there. Back out to the corner, and he steps on the line again. Maldives turning over possession cheaply on 2 occasions, on back-to-back possessions, and that is certainly not something you'd want to see as a coach.
Yes, with the scores tied now, it's anyone's game, and Maldives can't afford to make cheap mistakes like this. If not, the Bangladeshis, like 2 days ago, will run away with this game.
Just managing to find his footing and keep the ball in bounds. Tough shot taken. Rebounded once again by Bangladesh, and a foul call. And he will go to the line with a chance to take the lead for the first time in this game.
Two free throws to come in favor of Bangladesh. They've not converted as they would have liked in the previous couple of free throw attempts. And once again another missed shot by Afridi.
And he makes the second and takes the lead for Bangladesh for the first time. And again the high court press coming in from Bangladesh. Maldives moving the ball around, trying to find an open look, but really good pressure by Bangladesh, and manages to score off the floater from the baseline. Great work there, just getting past his man, and a nice soft touch around the rim. And now Maldives take the lead by 1. Back out on the break goes Maldives. A long 3, and he gets it to go again.
It's Ahmed Jamil for Maldives. That will definitely pump their spirits and pump their motivation as well. And you can see their defense is also strong. I think that was a bit of a foul call there, but referees say otherwise. And Bangladesh trying to get a lovely bit of defensive work by Maldives, constantly on the defense and blocking out Bangladesh from getting those 2 points.
Yes, and from a neutral point of view, this is exactly what you love to see. Basketball played with a lot of intensity, and certainly a close game on our hands here. And a shot clock violation as Bangladesh turned the ball over.
The Maldives will be very happy with that they came away without conceding a point there after that long run of defense. And now a 3-point attempt once again. Abdul Nasheed, back-to-back 3-pointers for Maldives, and this is what you love to see in basketball, those 3-point attempts, and when it goes in beautifully, and it didn't even touch the rim, Velanta, and that's amazing to see.
Yes, amazing bit of skill shown by the Maldivian as they get out on the break. And as we speak, Bangladesh managing to turn the ball over and go on a break of their own from the wing. This is great to see. Very high intensity basketball. And just when Bangladesh managed to get the lead, Maldives finding their feet once again and extending the lead to 7 points. Another swift turnover. Will Bangladesh be able to make the most of it? Great drive in from the right wing and finishes with an easy layup. Sun has certainly put in a shift here for the Bangladeshis.
Those risky passes and lazy passes have cost Maldives quite a lot in this match, and they'll want to make sure that they don't do that anymore. Another 3-point attempt but unsuccessful from Maldives, and now Sun on the ball again. He is all over the court.
Yes, he has been the one leading this defense from the front and causing those turnovers that you spoke of. Open look, sends it but just off target.
Well, interestingly enough, first quarter, I think the one who dominated that first quarter was Yusuf Shyam. Is rather quiet in this second quarter. 3-point attempt by Bangladesh, unsuccessful once again. I think finally Bangladesh have got a little bit of a defensive chokehold on him, isn't it, Milanta?
Yeah, they have been able to neutralize him in this second quarter.
Substitution for Team Bangladesh.
So substitution for Bangladesh. Afridi goes out. All back with Maldives now.
Great ball movement, finding the man in the corner. Offensive rebound by the Maldives. Back out to the wing and another unsuccessful 3-point attempt. Stolen there. But just turning it over again while trying to save it from going out of bounds.
And a lovely bit of defensive work there. Making sure that he touched the ball rather than the hand. And still it will be Bangladesh's ball. But defensive work like that will definitely hype up the team and hype up the players as well. At the moment, Maldives still living life dangerously, I would say. 5 points ahead, but still how the game has played out in the second quarter at 5 points is not enough to ensure that they stay ahead.
Yes, I think this quarter has belonged to Bangladesh so far. However, Maldives doing just enough to keep that lead as we approach halftime.
Well, another timeout called. This time just 3 minutes and 30 plus seconds to go. And currently at the moment Maldives is in the lead. But interestingly enough, the man of the moment has been shut off. And these are the highlights so far of this quarter. Maldives are doing very well just to edge out. They let Bangladesh initially come and tie out in this quarter, but after that a couple of lovely 3-pointers by Maldives managed to get them in the lead. But Mrong San for Bangladesh so far has been doing extremely well to keep Bangladesh within range, not letting Maldives go into that double-digit lead. Velanta, it's still 3 plus minutes to go in this quarter, and I think until the fourth quarter it's very difficult to decide a winner.
Yes, certainly basketball is a game of that nature where it really isn't over until the final buzzer goes. But that being said, there's so much of work that is required in the other 3 quarters that a team needs to do to be able to be in a strong position when that fourth quarter comes. And I think both teams here have had their moments of brilliance, and that's why the score is so close at this point.
After that timeout, we do resume play, and Bangladesh with the ball at the moment.
And an offensive foul drawn by the Maldivian player, showing that he's not afraid to take the hit for the team. brilliant bit of courage shown there, and his teammates definitely appreciate the hard work put in. Yes, certainly that is the level of commitment and dedication you want to see when there is a medal at stake. Just off, and the Maldives get lucky with the rebound. Nice pass there and an easy layup as they cut this deficit to 3.
Yes, that's Rupam Chandra for Bangladesh. Seeing an important 2 points for them. And almost was Kyle Mohammed.
Yes, a brilliant bit of skill, but unable to get the finish as Maldives turn the ball over and try to go on the break. And Bangladesh turn it over. Great pass leading and a brilliant bit of skill to send his defender the wrong way, up in the air, as he goes up for the easy under the basket. As Bangladesh now only trail by 1. It's been a great quarter of basketball.
It's great bit of awareness there by Rupam Chandra, like you pointed out, Melantha, to wait for the defensive player and then take the shot on. And it's amazing to see high quality basketball at this age. Some players are 16 years old, 17 years old, and some are even 15. So the amount of practice and amount of effort they put in to come and perform on the international stage is amazing to see. Even the high level of basketball in the women's segment as well. It's great to see basketball, and especially in Sri Lanka as well.
Yes, definitely. I think the level of basketball that has been played throughout this tournament, both in the men's and women's segment, have been outstanding. The quality has certainly been better than we've ever seen before, and that is what you want to see if you are a fan of the game. And these teams, like you mentioned, very young ages of 15, 16, 17, and they've certainly put on a show, shown a lot of professionalism and skill, and it's just great to see.
So after that timeout, about to commence, 2 minutes and around 20 seconds to go, and Maldives with the ball.
And yet again, the Bangladeshis with the high court press, and the Maldivians have been struggling. They aren't giving up anything easy here. And a very long 3 once again, just did not have the legs on it. I don't blame him for taking that shot because he has been successful on his previous 2 attempts.
It might be just a bit too far out, isn't it, Anantha? Need a bit more power on that, like you mentioned. But another 3-point attempt unsuccessful, and now lovely bit of ball movement by the Bangladeshis, and a deserved 2 points for them. And Bangladesh now in the lead, 1 point ahead, and the lead will definitely go back and forth. It's definitely difficult to see who will have a solitary lead. And fortunately on the rebound, Kyle Mohammed not able to get that ball in, and ball back with Bangladesh. Bit of defensive work there by Abdullah Nasheed. And finally Bangladesh, through their captain, who's been rather quiet today. He was the star performer 2 days ago with 23 points in the game. He'll want to have a say in this game. Another 3-point attempt, so we're going to see multiple attempts from the 3-point line, as it's going to shift the momentum in favor of both these teams.
Bangladesh would want to extend this lead now and get some breathing room, as they haven't been able to do so. Maldives have been coming back, clawing their way back into this game whenever Bangladesh has taken the lead. As we enter the final 30 seconds now, of this half. Gets it to go, a tough basket, brilliant bit of footwork, and off the spin, getting it to go. And Bangladesh extend their lead by 5 points.
Yes, Maldives, unfortunately for them, will head into this half falling behind. And they do have a free throw attempt now, and they'll want to successfully get that in. 12 more seconds on the clock. And want to get closer to that Bangladeshi point tally, but unfortunately first one is unsuccessful. Mohammad Zilal will want to get this in, and he does that. So 4 points behind Maldives. Scoreline reads 33-29. And a 3-point attempt, fortunately not successful by Bangladesh. And on the last second, just an audacious shot there by Maldives, and that draws the end to the second quarter and the first half of this third place playoff game. And high intensity and quite a lot of basketball played. And in the second quarter, we did see an offensive defensive masterclass there by Bangladesh to get ahead. And the halftime score is 33-29. Melantha, it's still difficult to say 4 points ahead Bangladesh, and we'll have to wait and see how the next couple of quarters play out.
Just taking a look at the highlights from this first half. Rong Sun, definitely the star of the show for the Bangladeshis. He's been good on both sides of the ball, putting in a lot of effort on the defensive end as well. And that was the layup that tied the game at 20. Looking at that floater from the Maldivian number 8. And yes, a couple of three-pointers that put the Maldives in the lead after Bangladesh managed to edge just past them. And then once again, Rong Sun coming up on the break for the Bangladeshis.
Well, Rupam Chandro, he was a standout player heading into that last couple of minutes in the second quarter. And Rong Sun, I think the two of them have done extremely well. But we'll go for a short commercial break and be back with the next half of this third place playoff between Bangladesh and Maldives in this FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers.
Nutri-Line Nutrition High Konda mung at a soya rice Telimu deka tu a Nutri-Line Protein sama in rasarasakin Nutri-Line Rasarasakin
Nutri-Line power එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Haye paharwal. Diyunu kadulu dawa ganeem. Me kisima deyak maga haraganne epa. කොතැන සිටියත් ඕනෑම වෙලාවක සජීවීව IPL අත්දැකීම දැන් ඔබේ අතටම. IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Play සමග එක්වන්න. අදම Dialog Play App එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කර රුපියල් 268ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න. Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ මුළු IPL තරගාවලියම සජීවීව නරඹන්න.
Nutri-Line Nutrition High Konda mung at a soya rice Tirimu deka tua Nutrilite. Protein samain rasa rasakin. Nutrilite.
නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Nutrilite nutrition high. Konda mung ata soya the rice. Tirimu deka tua Nutrilite. Protein samain rasa rasakin. Nutrilite.
නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
The biggest spectacle in franchise cricket, Indian Premier League, is back for another thrilling season. Sri Lanka's finest stars and the global icons are ready to set the grandest stage of them all ablaze. Every six that shakes the stadium, every yorker that silences the crowd, every moment that stops your heart. Don't just watch it, feel it. Live on ThePapare.com.
The SABA. Oh, what an effort. Cope technique.
Nutrilite nutrition high. Konda mung ata soya the rice. Tirimu deka tua Nutrilite. Protein samain rasa rasakin. Nutrilite.
නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
The tradition continues. From signature clashes to heart-stopping endings. Every pass, every tackle, every try writes a new chapter in Sri Lanka schools rugby history. Old rivals, new challengers, underdogs who rise with one dream. Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Live on Dialog Television, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutrilite nutrition high. Konda mung ata soya the rice. Tirimu deka tua Nutrilite. Protein samain rasa rasakin. Nutrilite.
නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement.
Nutrilite nutrition high. Konda mung ata soya the rice. Tirimu deka tua Nutrilite. Protein samain rasa rasakin. Nutrilite.
නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Two proud nations, one epic rivalry, and a tour that promises fire. From raw pace to fearless stroke play, from moments of brilliance to battles that define champions.
Edge there, he's gone, didn't take
Australia arrives in Pakistan for 3 epic ODIs. From the 30th May to the 4th of June, catch the action live on the Papare 2, the Papare 2 HD, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutrilite nutrition high. Konda mung ata soya the rice. Tirimu deka tua Nutrilite. Protein samain rasa rasakin. Nutrilite.
නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
From the Caribbean rhythm to the Lion Nation roar, this is a clash of flair, fire and fearless cricket. 3 ODIs, 3 explosive T20s and 2 classic test matches. Sri Lanka Tour of West Indies 2026, 3rd of June to 7th of July. Catch the action live on the Papare 1, the Papare 1 HD and Dialog Play.
Nutrilite nutrition high. Konda mung ata soya the rice. Tirimu deka tua Nutrilite. Protein samain rasa rasakin. Nutrilite.
නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Every generation gets one moment,
One chance to carry a nation's pride. From the 25th to the 29th of May, Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Maldives. Come together for the future of basketball. FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA Qualifiers 2026. Catch the action live on ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Nutrilite Nutrition High Kondamung at a soya rice Tekatuwa Nutrilite Protein samagi rasarasakin Nutrilite rasarasakin
නිව්ට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
ලොව අංක එකේ ක්‍රිකට් සැනකෙලිය නැවතත් තියුණු තරගකාරීත්වයේ උණුසුම දැන් ඔබේ නිවසටම. IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Television සමග එක්වන්න. රුපියල් 397කට IPL පාස් එක සක්‍රිය කරගෙන මුළු IPL සීසන් එකම Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ නවමන්න. සක්‍රිය කිරීමට ඔබේ දුරකථනයෙන් on හිස්තැනක් DTV හිස්තැනක් ඔබේ ගෙනුම් අංකය හිස්තැනක් 2026 ලෙස ටයිප් කර 0770 679 679ට SMS කරන්න.
Nutrilite Nutrition High Kondamung at a soya rice Tekatuwa Nutrilite Protein samagi rasarasakin Nutrilite rasarasakin
නිව්ට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
This is where legends are forged, where rivalries become history. Trinity, St. Peter's, Zahira, Wesley, Sugathadasa, and Royal rise for one crown. The biggest schools rugby battleground in the nation. The Cup segment of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Catch the action live on ThePapare, Dialog Television, and Dialog Play.
Nutrilite Nutrition High Kondamung at a soya rice Tekatuwa Nutrilite Protein samagi rasarasakin Nutrilite rasarasakin
නිව්ට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement.
හයේ පහරවල් දියුණු කඩුලු දවා ගැනීම මේ කිසිම දෙයක් මගහැරගන්න එපා. කොතැන සිටියත් ඕනෑම වෙලාවක සජීවීව IPL අත්දැකීම දැන් ඔබේ අතටම. IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Play සමග එක්වන්න. අදම Dialog Play App එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කර රුපියල් 268ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න. Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ මුළු IPL තරගාවලියම සජීවීව නරඹන්න.
Nutrilite Nutrition High Kondamung at a soya rice Tekatuwa Nutrilite Protein samagi rasarasakin Nutrilite rasarasakin
නිව්ට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Nutrilite Nutrition High Kondamung at a soya rice Tekatuwa Nutrilite Protein samagi rasarasakin Nutrilite rasarasakin
නිව්ට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
The biggest spectacle in franchise cricket, Indian Premier League, is back for another thrilling season. Sri Lanka's finest stars and the global icons are ready to set the grandest stage of them all ablaze. Every six that shakes the stadium, every Yorker that silences the crowd, every moment that stops your heart. Don't just watch it, feel it. Live on ThePapare.com.
This happened. Oh, what an effort. Cope technique.
Nutrilite Nutrition High Kondamung at a soya rice Tekatuwa Nutrilite Protein samagi rasarasakin Nutrilite rasarasakin
නිව්ට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
The tradition continues. From signature clashes to heart-stopping endings, every pass, every tackle, every try writes a new chapter in Sri Lanka schools rugby history. Old rivals, new challengers, underdogs who rise with one dream. Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Live on Dialog Television, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutrilite nutrition high Konda mung at soya rice Teringu dekatuwa Nutrilite Protein samagi rasarasakin Nutrilite
රසරසකින් නියුට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports network.
Welcome back to the FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers, and this is the final day, and the first game of the day is this third playoff between Bangladesh and Maldives. We've had two exciting quarters so far. Initially Maldives was leading 20 points to 11, but after that Bangladesh have had a super quarter, and they managed to go ahead 33 to 29, and a good crowd support for the Maldivians. And they'll want to make sure that the people that have come out to support them today will they'll want to make them proud. And you can see the Maldivian girls basketball team as well, who did partake in this tournament. And just a couple of seconds to go, less than 30 seconds to resume this game. And Bangladesh will want to keep this slender lead and build on it like they did 2 days back. And once again, welcome back to the Combox Melantha. It's been an exciting 2 quarters, hasn't it?
Yes, certainly. It's been a great game of basketball so far, and hopefully the second half has the same in store for us. The Maldives will want to get that first basket and get some momentum and cut into this lead and make it a one-possession game. As they bring the ball up court, and straight away the Bangladeshi defense putting pressure and causing the ball to go out of bounds. Again, great defense by Rong Sun. Works it to the corner, shoots a 3, and that's exactly what they needed to start off the second half.
So Mohammad Silal starting off the quarter strongly for Maldives, and a 3-pointer is a statement shot there, and once again ball back with the Maldives. Another 3-point attempt, but a touch on the ball by the Bangladeshi defender.
Yes, and Maldives have made it a 1-point game.
Currently ball with Bangladesh, but gives away position. And at the moment, the scoreline reads 33 to 32, just a 1-point gap between these two teams. And that was Kyle Mohammed on the ball. Rong Sun just committing a foul there.
Sends it to the top, and a good drive in. Great pass. What a find, and an easy basket for Maldives to take the lead. They have come hot out of the gate.
Three-point attempt by Adom Ali, and that is 3 points for Bangladesh. So finally a 3-pointer going in for them, and they managed to take the lead now. It's been an exciting couple of minutes so far to start off this third quarter, and whoever edges out ahead in this quarter will have the momentum with them in the final quarter of this game. Once again, Kyle Mohammed draws out a foul in favor of Maldives, and 2 free throws shown by the referee. Kyle Mohammed Pelantha has drawn out a couple of fouls and had a lovely pass early on to Mohammad Zilal to get that 2 points as well earlier.
Yes, he's been driving in strong to the basket, and the only option for Bangladesh has been to foul him and send him to the line. And if he's able to consistently make his free throws, that will certainly be a good option for the Maldivians to go to the line and make those all-important free throws, as he makes the first one as we speak. Ties the game up, and it has been a very exciting third quarter, and we're only 2 minutes in. To the high post, and a nice bit of work from Toulon as Bangladesh take the lead. Great shot fake and to the rim. Offensive rebound, but just unable to get it to go as Bangladesh come the other way now. Bangladesh looking to create some daylight between them and Maldives. Nice drive from Rongsan, out to the wing. Good pass, finds the open look. Just unable to get it, but gets his own rebound. And now Maldives on the break. Out to the corner. 3-pointer off target. And Bangladesh looking to slow things down and play the game at their own pace and not to the tune of the Maldivians. Great step inside. Once again just off, and a good outlet pass. But too strong on the finish as the ball bounces off the backboard and back into the hands of the Bangladeshis as they drive, and a foul called.
Well, after an intense 1.5 minutes where not a single point was scored, finally Bangladesh manages to draw out a foul, and 2 free throws in favor of them. And they are currently 2 points ahead, 38-36 at the moment. Will they be able to pull ahead more? One basket in.
Yes, I think the important thing for Bangladesh is to get it to a 2-possession game here so that they can create some space between the Maldivians, because as it stands, the lead has been shifting quite a bit in this third quarter. And a substitution now for Maldives as Kyle takes a seat.
Arish Mohammed comes in for Maldives. Great drive in by Abdul Nasheed. Looking for that pass out to get to that 3-pointer, but again a missed opportunity by him, and bounces off the rim, and Bangladesh do get the ball. So 4 points ahead at the moment are Bangladesh. Melanta, if 2 days ago, if that game shows anything, once Bangladesh get into the lead and get into the group, they just pull away quite easily. So Maldives will want to keep them at bay somehow.
Yes, certainly. If they are to stay in this competition, they need to ensure that they stop this run. 3-pointer taken and bounces off the front iron. But great athleticism shown to get the rebound and go to the rim. And the lead is extended to 6 points now. Maldives can't afford those type of mistakes. They have to be more proactive while rebounding. 3-pointer taken. Offensive rebound. Great defense. He has to send it back out. Another 3-pointer taken. And the Bangladesh is finally able to get control of the ball as we go the other way.
Well, Yusuf Shiam will have to be a bit more aware and get those rebound collections much cleaner. If not, Bangladesh will turn over possession and catch them on the break.
Yes, and I think like you mentioned, he had a great first quarter, but since then the Bangladeshis have been able to keep him at bay. He will look to find his rhythm in this third and fourth quarter. into the post, but great defense. But a foul called.
Well, Tanim Tosif trying to find Ahmed Toulon. Unfortunately, foul committed there. So Maldives are back with the ball now.
A great high screen coming as Maldives look to find the open man from the mid-range, just rimming in and out as he looks to find his rhythm again.
Well, lovely bit of passing from Bangladesh and a three-point attempt by Ado Mali.
And strong getting that offensive rebound. And now Maldives looking to push the ball up court. Great starter step there. Back out, three-pointer taken. Just bouncing off the rim. So both teams unable to find a basket as we progress through this third quarter. Once again, Bangladesh just not able to find the basket. And now on the break, great work, and one foul called. Chance to go to the line and get the three-point play complete. Great bit of skill and strength shown there.
So finally Yunus Hassan breaking that dry spell for both teams and getting 2 points for Maldives and drawing out that foul as well. Finally Maldives have an opportunity to cut that deficit and get closer. It's a completely different game from 2 days back, and we have to give credit to Maldives. So coming out here today, an all-important game, they could have rattled under pressure and could have been a different game, but they've come out the different mentality and they're playing some amazing basketball. Unfortunately that does not go in. Ball falls in favor of Maldives and a three-point attempt again saved on the line, but Bangladesh on him. Tosif, lovely turnaround.
Amazing handle there, but just a loose pass to finish it. And now Maldives on the break, finds it in the wing and gets it to go. Another three-point play. This is the type of momentum that Maldives would be looking for. And now with an opportunity to complete the three-point play.
Lovely impact Yunus Hassan had, and a timeout has been called as well. We'll come back to that free throw after the timeout, but that timeout was much needed for Bangladesh as Maldives almost racking up 8 points within that couple of minutes because they were quite down in terms of mentality as well. Bangladesh were pulling away, but finally Maldives have found their stride and now they're getting a couple of points in for them. But did you see that last play there by Kyle Mohammed? He's been the driving force for Maldives, and back-to-back fouls by Bangladesh have brought Maldives back into the game. And Melantha, like I said, this game is going to go down to the last minute in the fourth quarter.
And that's what you love to see as a viewer. High-intensity basketball, a close game, both teams playing like they really want to achieve what is on the line here. And going back to the point that you mentioned previously, yes, in the previous meeting, Bangladesh got the better of Maldives, and quite significantly so, but the Maldivians came out today with a great attitude, and they are showing that they are worthy of this third place playoff.
And that previous shot of the scoreboard, we see Mrong San in double digits, 4 points so far. And Maldives get that free throw in, and they are just 1 point behind now. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And this is turning out to be a mouth-watering clash between these two countries. Now, will it be a three-point attempt? No, he does decide to pass it outward, and Tanim Tosif, lovely bit of play there, but unfortunately not being able to execute that basket. And now A man of the first quarter losing out on possession. A cheap giveaway there. And wrong son. Lovely bit of defensive work by Maldives.
Just swatting it away at the last moment. Great pass, but met at the top, and he swats it out of bounds. Rongsan thought he had an easy under the basket, but just tracking back and sending it in to the stands there as Maldives come on the break. And again stepping out of bounds while trying to drive in. He just hasn't been able to find that rhythm that he had in the first quarter.
This Yusuf Shiam doesn't look like himself. He'll have to get his act together. He's one of the key players for Maldives, and if he does get into the groove once again, Maldives will have a sniff at victory.
Good driving. Down to the basket, but a travelling violation for as he takes that extra step.
Well, you can see an animated Maldivian bench. Every call, every point, every run, they are behind their team, and you love to see that, and that's an energy boost for them as well.
Yes, it certainly plays a part. Into the post, great find, back out to the wing, drives, pulls up from mid-range. Great bit of footwork. Just unable to get it to go. A brilliant bit of skill there by the Maldivian number 6. Here's Rongsan. Guarded well. Goes around the perimeter. Good pressure, but a foul called. Just getting a bit too eager and committing the foul. But that's the type of intensity and pressure that you want to see from your defense. I don't think the coach would have a problem with that foul being called, as we see him on screen here. Completely unmarked. Oh. And a very dangerous play. I hope he is okay. As we take a look at that replay. Yes, that looked a bit nasty, but I think he's okay. He's back on his feet. Seems to be holding his hip, but it doesn't look like anything too serious, which is great to see.
So Ahmed Jamil will have to be careful. Not want to make any unnecessary injuries there for his opponents. And that was the captain of Bangladesh, Tausif Karim, who was the player of the match in the previous game.
And the referee is just checking if they were to award 2 free throws or if it would be taken from out of bounds, and I think they have called for the ball to be taken out of bounds. Rongsan is calling for the screen. Again, great perimeter defense. Tausif into the post, turns around, and a great bit of strength to go up on that left hand side. Coming off that fall. And a high arcing 3-pointer. Bounces off the rim. And Tausif with the rebound. He's been all over the place over these past few possessions. Pass coming in, deflected. And again, great defense by the Maldives. As the ball goes out of bounds and Bangladesh will have possession.
Sheikh Rian just pressured by the defense there, loses out on the ball, but still lucky for him, bounces off a Maldivian player. So ball will be with Bangladesh. They're just 3 points ahead. So still Maldives in the game. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in this quarter. And Captain Karim drives in, and a lovely up by him. So another 2 points for Bangladesh. They pull ahead again. Unmarked and uncontested was that basket by Karim.
Yes, great long step there using his stride to get to the rim. And a beautiful bit of work, but again unable to get the finish. And a bucket here could be a huge momentum shift for the Bangladeshis. Gets it to go from the short corner. And now Bangladesh have extended their lead to 7. This is where the game can really slip away from Maldives if they don't find a way to score.
Like you mentioned, Melantha, 7 points ahead now. And if Bangladesh find themselves in that double-digit lead, it will be a tall order for Maldives to come back in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes will not be enough to close out that gap. And 30 plus seconds to go. And Maldives will have to do something right if they want to close out this gap.
Yes, certainly. I think if it gets to double digits, they would be putting a lot of undue pressure on themselves going into that fourth quarter.
This is the point where you have to get your free throws in. One of the most important phases of this game. And Ahmed Jamil for Maldives will have to get this one in. And he does that and brings it down to 6 points now. A lead, that lovely 3-pointers that we saw in the second and first quarter. If they want to draw closer. But Bangladesh will not be just sitting pretty. They'll be vying for those points and vying for those baskets. Once again, Bangladesh on the ball now.
It's a big possession for them because scoring here would mean that they would go into the fourth quarter with a healthy lead. But as we speak, a very aggressive play there on that occasion, getting him right on his nose. I'm not too sure if the referee will take another look at this. And the Maldivian coach is furious on the sideline as tensions have really reached a boiling point here.
I think that was a bit unnecessary by the Bangladeshi captain. Quite aggressive with the ball. Almost punching that Maldivian player. I think we'll see a replay of that. The referees will want to see. Not too sure what's happening at the moment. But one thing's pretty clear. The Maldivian coach is livid with how things have panned out so far.
And I think it was a debate of whether they were to give 2 free throws to Tausif or if it was to be the Maldives ball. And now I think they are reviewing the play. As you see on screen, the referees looking at the monitor and trying to figure out what exactly happened there and what the right call is. As we take a look here, Zilal going in for the ball, and I think on the turnaround,
quite a lot of celebrations there, Velanta, by the Maldivian fans and the team as well.
I'm not too sure, but I believe Tausif has been ejected from the game as he takes a seat on the bench. But because of the initial foul call, there will be a free throw that will be shot by Bangladesh. So quite a bit happening here.
Well, just to pick your brain a bit, Melantha, now when Karim is ejected, will he be allowed to come back into the game? Or is he out for the whole fourth quarter and this third quarter as well?
If it was called an ejection, then he won't be able to come back into the game. So and now a free throw, or rather 2 free throws were awarded to the Maldives as well as he makes the second. And Bangladesh will inbound the ball now and come up. Oh, sorry. I think it was a technical foul that was called. So Maldives will inbound the ball and have possession. So yes, like I mentioned, quite a bit happening here. And all due to that high intense play by Tausif. And a great pass into the paint by Maldives. And finding Kyle as he goes under the basket and now cuts this lead to just 4 points. Bangladesh will look to score here. Spin move, trapped in the corner, back out to the wing. And that is the end of this third quarter, which without a doubt has been by far the most interesting quarter of this game. So much happening, lead changes. We've had tensions rise, arguments, coaches coming off, the touchline, arguments with the referee. It's all happening here in this third place playoff. As you see the score here, Bangladesh 49 and Maldives 45. And we take a look at some of the highlights from this amazing third quarter. Maldives coming out very hot as they scored some great bit of skill, great passes. And then Bangladesh fighting their way back and getting the lead. There were quite a few lead changes, but ultimately Bangladesh able to create some separation. As we take a look at some of the 3-point plays that were called the N1s. And there's that extension from Tausif to go to the rim. And here's that play, the controversial one where he just took a swing at the Maldivian number 6. And then finally, towards the end of that third quarter, Kyle coming back in and scoring 2 points to cut this lead to 4.
Well, it'll definitely be interesting to see if Tausif Karim has been ejected or he's just been warned. I'm not too sure. Have to wait and see. But if it is an ejection, that's definitely going to be a tough call for the Bangladeshis, as they've depended on their captain quite a lot in that previous game. He was the player of the match. I mentioned that quite a lot. He scored 23 points and had 8 rebounds, if I'm not wrong. And he alone brings a lot of confidence and momentum to this Bangladesh team. But as you did see, the Maldivian team did celebrate when the referee made that call. Pretty interesting. But I think like we saw previously, Maldivian bench will have to calm down a bit. And the game's not over. 10 more minutes in the quarter and anything can happen in the game of basketball and in the sports as well. At the moment, just a bit of hold up. So getting those patches on the court cleaned up. Do not want any unnecessary injuries with the player slipping. Milanta, 10 more minutes and just 4 points separating the two teams. How do you see this pan out between these two high intense teams at the moment?
Going off what we've seen so far, it's very tough to make that call because I think both teams have shown great bursts in various stages of this game. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all leads up in this all-important fourth quarter. Even the third quarter that we've had, I think, if that is the bar, then I think all the fans are in for a great game of basketball.
And just a reminder to all our viewers joining us now, this is the FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA Qualifiers, and this is the third place playoff in the men's category between Bangladesh and Maldives. And all this is brought by Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare, and we've been covering this great tournament over the past couple of days, and today is the final day, and we have 2 more high intensity matches coming up at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium. At 4:30 p.m. we do have the Sri Lanka women taking on the Indian women, and finally at 7 p.m. we have the Sri Lankan men taking on the Indian men. And those two matches are definitely going to be an interesting watch, especially how Sri Lanka and India have been playing the past couple of days. And that match, the dress rehearsal for the final, which ended in India's favour, 77-72. So don't go anywhere. Please log on to the Papare and watch these matches. But we're just about to commence now the fourth and final quarter of this third place playoff between Bangladesh and Maldives.
And we've just gotten confirmation that Tausif has been ejected from this game. So Bangladesh will go in with a key piece of their team missing. And would that be a factor as we see Maldives driving into the basket? Kyle once again has been very important here in the second half for Maldives. And a foul call there as Rongsan tries to drive to the basket.
Well, at the moment, Maldives are 2 points behind, and they'll want to make sure that they draw level and then pull ahead in this game. 49-47 the scoreboard reads at the moment here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium.
To Sheikh, running floater, can't get it to go. Maldives turn the other way and on the attack. Great pass inside, unmarked, and gets it to go. Simply unmarked and spotting that pass, getting the ball into the paint. Great work there. Bangladesh will inbound the ball here. Just under 1.5 minutes played here in this fourth and final quarter. Great defense on the inbound play, deflecting the ball out. Just not allowing an easy inbound, and that's the way you have to play the game. Rongsan sending it long to the top of the key. Great screen coming in. Back to the wing, shot taken, rims off and just unable to find the bottom of the net. Back out, Morris with three of their own and gets it to go. Well, the shot he took to his face certainly hasn't seemed to bother him.
Well, momentum is definitely with the Maldives. 3 points going in, the 2 points going in, every single drive counting. And at the moment, a missed opportunity for Bangladesh. Ball is kept alive. And possession will be back with Maldives. So Bangladesh making a flurry of mistakes now. Someone will have to take leadership and ensure that Bangladesh rally together. If not, Maldives at the moment seem to be doing everything right.
Yes, so far the fourth quarter has belonged to them. Another three-pointer, but this time it's off. Oh, and I can only imagine the intensity of the crowd if that one went in.
Mohammad Zilal feeling himself a bit too much there, I would say. Going for that three-pointer again. But nevertheless, Maldives at the moment in the lead. Another three-point attempt there by Adam Ali. Unfortunately unsuccessful. A lovely drive in by Ahmed Jamil. Unsuccessful there, and a foul committed as well.
Yes, and I think it was the frustration of going coast to coast and missing that basket that made him reach in for that and cause the foul. And I think he has fouled out. So both teams losing key players. And I think now another twist in this game as we progress through this fourth quarter. The Maldives managing to come back in this fourth quarter and take the lead. And now the pressure is back on Bangladesh. Into the corner, driving in, gets a look. Just can't get it to go. And now again, Rong Sun guarding from the top. Extra pass, three-pointer taken and gets it to go. And it's that man once again. Mohammad Zilal with back-to-back three-pointers. Oh, I believe was his foot on the line there? I'm not too sure. They will have a look at that one. But certainly swinging the momentum in favor of the Maldivians. And Bangladesh back to the drawing board with a lot to do now coming out of this timeout if they are to ensure that they have a chance to win this game.
Maldives 6 points ahead now, but have to keep in mind they lost their player, that is Ahmed Jamil, who committed 5 fouls and has been ejected as well. So unfortunately for both teams, they have lost key players, but I think Bangladesh will be hurting more as they've lost their captain and also the player that has scored quite a lot of points for this team and led from the front. Just under 7 minutes to go in this third place playoff game, and it's lived up to its hype. Maldives have been quite confident coming in, not faced by the loss 2 days ago, and putting on a show here. But still, nothing to take away from Bangladesh as well. They've had their moments. They've had a great run in the second quarter. And at the moment, anything can happen. It can swing both ways. But Maldives will want to maintain this lead and get the victory.
And a travel call on Rong Sun there. I think he took off and landed just before he got the shot off. And you just cannot do that. Great pressure by the Maldivians. Zilal down the wing into Kyle. Great work by Kyle, but unable to get the space he's looking for. Foul called on Rong Sun there, I think. Yes, just reaching over.
Well, interestingly, Elantha, Bangladesh are on 49 points. That means they've not scored a single point in this fourth quarter. 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, and Maldives have done extremely well to maintain their defense and also score 10 points so far.
Yes, another loose pass as we speak. Back out. Zilal. Double team now because they know he's a threat from the three-point line. Sends another three and just too long.
Well, now Rong Sun on the ball, calming things down a bit. He'll have to lead from the front and make sure that Bangladesh cuts this deficit of 6 points. But will possession be turned over? He gives the ball away to Maldives, and now Kyle Mohammed on the ball. Yusuf Shiham gets the 2 points, and finally he is on the scoring board after a very long time.
It's just sense that the player was running in behind him and would go up with the momentum. Brilliant shot fake and then an easy under the basket. And now an 8-point game, and with time trickling, Bangladesh with more and more work to do if they are to come back in this game.
Unfortunately for Maldives, they've committed a foul, so that will present Bangladesh with an opportunity now.
Driving in, great defensive work there. managed to get his own rebound. Ball bounces to him and 2 shots at the free throw line given to Toulon as the foul is committed. And can this spark the comeback that Bangladesh need?
Two very important free throws for Bangladesh, and especially Toulon. He misses out on the first one. Want to at least get this in and cut it down to 7 points. 5 minutes to go in this game, and he misses out on that as well. Has the rebound been collected? Fortunately, no. I think the ball will be in favor of Bangladesh. They still have a chance to get at least a couple of points in this play.
And a tough shot. Gets it off, but off the mark. And in transition now, Kyle goes up. And I think he came down badly. He's on the ground. As Bangladesh go the other way. And a stoppage in play. But this does not look good for Maldives. As you see on screen here, grabbing his ankle. That doesn't look too good. We certainly hope that he's okay. He's, oh yes, just rolling his ankle, and that is not what you want to see. He's definitely in a lot of pain.
We really hope it's not too serious of an injury. Hope that he's only just either sprained it or just in quite a lot of pain.
Yes, he certainly played his heart out today. Especially in that third quarter, he made sure that they came back and swung things in their favor. Still on the ground as we are about to resume play. Yes, like you mentioned, definitely hope that it's nothing too serious, as he's helped by the Maldivian coaching staff. And back to the action, ball inbound by Bangladesh and straight to the basket. Multiple bouncers on the rim, but the ball won't fall through. Zilal straight to the top. Good passing here off the screen, shoots it off the corner of the rim, and now Bangladesh pushing forward. And a turnover. Great defensive work there by the Maldivian number 9. Putting enough pressure to cause that turnover.
Bangladesh still not able to break the shackles. Drought in scoring in this entire quarter so far. And the Maldives have done extremely well defensively, and also getting 12 points off in this quarter.
Shiham pops the mid-range. And just like we mentioned, he has found his rhythm back in this fourth quarter. Long three taken by Rongsan, off the mark. Bangladeshi player asking for the foul, but the referee not having it. Maldives once again with possession, and now Bangladesh resorting to the high court press. And an illegal screen by the Maldivian number 15. Giving away a possession cheaply while things were swinging in their favor. They have a 10-point lead, but 3.5 minutes to still play, and a lot can happen, as you know, in the game of basketball. This is more than enough time for the lead to swing back in Bangladesh's favor.
Well, they've done many things right in this quarter. Will that mistake bring Bangladesh back into the game? Rupam Chandra drives in and gets the basket off, and it will be 2 free throws as well. So like we mentioned, Maldives has given Bangladesh a sniff into this game, and 4 points here will change the tide of this game. How an illegal screen has turned out in favor of Bangladesh. And 3 points from that play, Melantha, and Maldives have just let Bangladesh in a little bit.
Yes, certainly, as Maldives try to break the press. Important position here, gets past his man, finds the man in the corner, just off as Bangladesh get the rebound. And a bucket here will certainly put pressure back on the Maldivians. Great driving and a foul call. Just reaching in and grabbing his arm. And will it be an inbound play, or will he go to the line? It will depend based on the amount of team fouls and the way things are looking. I think he will go to the line. So yet again, back-to-back possessions for Bangladesh at the free throw line. He misses the first. Makes the second, as the lead is cut down to 6, and a timeout called by the Maldivian coach, just wanting to regroup and discuss how to approach these final 3 minutes and secure third place. As we take a look at some of the highlights, Kyle going strong to the basket. Very unfortunate to have gone down with that injury. And there's that pass, finding that look in the paint. Great pass by Shyam. And man of the fourth quarter is definitely Zilan. 2 back-to-back 3-pointers. And Mohammad Shyam getting it to go, finding the rhythm that he had in the first quarter, once again in the fourth quarter after having a silent middle period.
Yes, and it's good news for Maldives that Shyam has found his footing. That will boost their attack and make sure that they keep this gap of 6 points now. Bangladesh will have to do everything right now. 3 minutes of faultless play, and they'll definitely pull back this lead and get the third place as well. But Maldives are high riding at the moment, and they'll want to make sure that they secure that third place, and they seem to have a bit more determination and drive and hype as well from the crowd.
Yes, and it's great to see Kyle back on the floor in the number 10 jersey. Going down with that injury, it didn't seem like he would be able to come back. But he's shown great heart, and that's a testament to his character as Bangladesh cut into this lead. And now it's a 4-point game, another turnover. We have the referee on the floor as well. All happening here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium. Zilan with the drive. Stops and pops from 3, and he gets it to go. Third 3-pointer of the fourth quarter for Zilan. And just when Bangladesh were coming back into this game, Zilan creates the separation with that 3-pointer. And now Shiham on the break, stolen by Bangladesh. Big possession here for Bangladesh. They need to score. Back out, 3-pointer taken, gets it to go. What a game we have on our hands here.
Rupam Chandra for Bangladesh has got that 3 points, and important for Bangladesh as well. And a foul call by the referee. Just have to wait and see for confirmation.
And a cheap foul conceded by Maldives. They did not have to concede that, given that they have exceeded the team fouls. They will go to the other end now, and Bangladesh will have 2 free throws. And that is not at all what you want to see as a coach. A very cheap foul conceded. And Bangladesh now with the opportunity to cut this lead to 2. Just unable to get the first one.
Rupam Chandra now will want to get this basket in. And he does that and cuts the deficit to 3 points now. And they managed to recover position as well. Unfortunately, that shot not coming off. But ball with Adam Ali still looking for options, looking for that pass. Manages to get it to Chandra. Passes it back. And a shot taken from distance, but I think that was a bit of an audacious attempt there. And finally, run of play for Bangladesh ends and Maldives will breathe a sigh of relief.
Yes, certainly. Running out of time there on the shot clock. He had to heave that one. But yes, like you said, Maldives will certainly breathe a sigh of relief. Even the pressure they were under from the Bangladeshis. But what a game we have on our hands. You asked me my predictions at the beginning of this fourth quarter. And like I mentioned, even the game we've had, it's so tough to predict. We've had injuries, we've had ejections, we've had someone getting hit in the face. We've had it all here. We've had the referee falling on the court.
It's definitely been an entertaining match. And we have the Papare band here as well. And bringing vibes into the last minute of this third place playoff.
Yes,
and this is what you love to see, isn't it, Melantha?
Yes, the crowd certainly getting into it now. You could see everyone enjoying. And yes, talking about the game at hand. 1 minute 17 on the clock. Just a 3-point game. All to play for both teams to secure third place.
Well, it is Maldives' game to lose. They've had the lead right throughout this quarter. And they've done extremely well to maintain it as well. But giving Bangladesh a sniff. And Bangladesh have capitalized on it. And now Maldives on the break. And unfortunately the pass not going through the Kyle Mohammed.
Yes, an ambitious attempt trying to get the ball to Kyle. The intention was right, but the execution just not working for them on that occasion. And now Bangladesh with a chance to cut this lead to 1 or even tie this game. Finds a man inside. Bounces off, gets another shot. 2 attempts, both unsuccessful. And Maldives come back. And a foul called on wrong son.
Less than a minute to go. 3 points in it. Who will come out the victor? Just a 3-point basket for Bangladesh and they draw level. Ball with Maldives now and Yusuf Shiam on the ball. Looking for passing options. Finds Zilal. Again to Yusuf Isham. Lovely bit of passing here by Maldives. But still Bangladesh closing all channels. And losing out on possession there. Shiham not being able to hold on to the ball. That's not what you need with the 40 seconds on the clock.
It's a loose pass. They were looking for that open option, unable to find it. Forced cross-court pass. And Shiam unable to get it under control as the ball went out. Mid-range, short. And now Shiam bring it up. Passes it forward to Kyle. Goes up. Unable to get it to go as we enter the last 30 seconds. Bangladesh in desperate need of a basket. Wrong son thinks about taking the shot. They need to get this off here. Ball goes out of position. And Maldives calling a timeout with 6 seconds to go.
Well, Maldives 6 seconds away from a third place finish here in this FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers, and it's been an entertaining game so far, and we're heading into the last seconds. Bangladesh can overturn position and take that 3-point shot and draw level. It's all to play for here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium, and it's been an exciting game and a game worthy to be on comms and commentate, isn't it, Melantha?
Definitely, it's been a great game, very entertaining. Like I mentioned, so much happening in this game from the start up until the very end. And if I am the Bangladesh coach now, the decision I would have to make is whether I would try and steal the ball and then go for the foul and send Maldives to the line and hope for them to miss, and then call a timeout and try my luck for a 3-pointer. But very important decisions to be made by the Bangladeshi coach. This is it. Maldives to inbound the ball with 6 seconds to go. Gets the inbound off. Loose stuff as the clock runs out. Ball awarded to Maldives once again, and timeout called by the Maldivian coach, just wanting to ensure that they see this thing through.
There's 2 timeouts called, even though we have 2 seconds and 6 seconds on the clock previously. This is the game of basketball, and a lot can happen within those couple of seconds. And rightly so, the Maldivian coach has called the team back once again. These 2 seconds are the most important, I would say, of their basketball lives. They have the game in the palm of their hands. A third place finish in this Asian region is a lot to take home, and they'll be very happy with how they've proceeded with things. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a win in the group stage, but how they've come out here and played off in this third place playoff game is amazing to see. And it's inspiring for the finals to come up as well. The underdogs in these finals will take inspiration from this and come out and play as well.
Yes, certainly. It has definitely not been the cakewalk that Bangladesh would have expected given the result in the group stage. The Maldivians have shown so much of fight, and now they are 2 seconds away from securing third place as time runs out. And the Maldives have shocked Bangladesh and secured third place in this Under-18 Asia Cup.
The underdogs have done it, and my oh my, we don't have much of a crowd here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium, but it's quite loud here, and Maldives have done the unthinkable. 40 points down in the group stage game, and they've just won by the skin of their teeth. 3 points, 62-59, and they've done it. And you can see the Maldives coach, the players all happy, and even the girls team supporting their counterparts as well. It's been an exciting match and a great start to the day, and that will set the precedent for the finals as well, between the Indian and Sri Lankan women and the Sri Lankan and Indian men as well. But Melantha, my oh my, what a match we've had.
It's just an amazing game of basketball. High skill, high entertainment, and like you said, if this is a sign of things to come for the rest of the day, I think we are in for a treat. As you see, both teams, after a hard battle, showing great sportsmanship, and that's how it should be. But take a bow. What a game of basketball by Maldives.
Yes, and nothing to take away from Bangladesh as well. They've played their hearts out. They've been in the game right throughout all 4 quarters. But Maldives just managing to get the nitty-gritty right, and they've finally had some sort of happiness and jubilation in this tournament, and they have every right to celebrate this victory. But you got to feel for Bangladesh as well. They were the favorites in this game, and they performed amazingly in the group stage against their opponents. But unfortunate for them, they'll have to go back home with a disappointment. But still, they did get a victory in the group stage, and they'll take that positives back home. That player on your screen there, Mrong San, he gave it his all in this game today. Even after his captain was ejected, he did do extremely well. And that's the final score for you. Maldives 62, Bangladesh 59, and Maldives are the third place finishers.
As we take a look at the highlights here, Kyle just causing so many problems for the Bangladeshi defense. And all the Maldivian players stepping up when necessary. And that is why they got the result that they did. Amazing bit of basketball throughout all 4 quarters. They certainly can't take anything away from the Bangladeshis as well. They gave it their all. As we take a look at the final moments as Maldives secured third place in the Under-18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers. And that's what it means to them. Great pictures brought to you by the camera crew.
And these are the games to come up. The women's final at 4:30 p.m. local time, India women versus Sri Lanka women. And then the final match of the day, the men's final, India versus Sri Lanka, 7 p.m. local time. And that third place playoff final score, a lot of people will be shocked as to how it reads. Maldives have managed to make the underdog story come true and bring the victory for themselves and their country as well, and they'll be extremely proud as to how the day has panned out. And this is the FIBA Under-18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers, and you can see some high-level basketball by these young men and women representing their countries. You can see the fans as well. They've backed their team right throughout the game, and I could say that they were the sixth man on the court right throughout the game. They were cheering every turnover, every shot, every pass. They were behind their team. And those are parents and siblings of these players will be extremely elated and happy of how their sons have done in this Under-18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers. And now we'll be moving on to the play of the match presentation down in the court.
It was a thrilling encounter. Maldives finally managed to win the match against Bangladesh while claiming the second runner-up position. We can hear the crowd cheering. We have Mr. Nilanga from Wilson. We want to present Wilson Player of the Match award in this match. So Wilson Player of the Match will be number 7 for Maldives, Ian, with his 14 points. Ian, just a quick question. You are still 14 years old. So you got the experience in this level. What's the support is like from your parents, everyone who's gathered here, your coaching staff?
I mean, like, without them, we couldn't do this. Like, the first game we lost by 40. And then, like, all of the supporters, the coaches, and, like, all of, like, the officials from NBA, like, they supported us, they believed in us, and without them, we couldn't do this.
Thank you for your thought, and congratulations for Team Maldives.
That was the player of the match for this encounter between Bangladesh and Maldives, Yusuf Shiham. And surprisingly to all our viewers, we have to mention he's only 14 years of age, playing in this Under-18 category, and he's put on a show. Especially that first quarter performance is what set the precedent for Maldives. And with that, we come to the end of this third place playoff, and don't go too far, as at 4:30 p.m. local time we have the India women taking on the Sri Lanka women. But until then, we'll go for a commercial break and come back.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.